Hey Bim, 2019 to 2020. Hope you're all keeping well as usual. Once again, thank you for showing up to the classes online and in person. So now it's time to do another episode of the Masterclass series. This time we're looking at Evening of Rain. So as always, I will tell you the how I got the title. I'll give you some of the lyrics and I'll play some of the song for you. So, the title, Evening of Rain. I came up with that title because I wanted to write a song about the weather. So in this case, rain was a good example. So I have something like, so I kind of wanted to talk about how much the rain can be a bad effect on people. Especially if it comes to having especially if you want to do something outdoors that unfortunately can't happen because it's raining, and especially in the evening time. I thought that would be a nice coincidence, like a nice idea to write something about that. Also, I feel that especially at nighttime when it's raining, I feel that's known as an evening of rain. So I also think that that's a good idea as well. And the title Evening of Rain, I kind of got inspired by Some Enchanted Evening that was covered by many artists, including Bob Dylan on the Showers in the Night album. And he also did, what else did he do? Oh no, sorry, and then on the Aladdin TV show, there was an episode called Some Enchanted Genie, and because there was a quote in that show where Genie was like, I am the genie of pain, I nearly thought I was going to say, this is my evening of pain, but then I kind of said to myself, no, I'm going to call it Evening of Rain. So that's how the title came to my mind, Evening of Rain. So that's that one. Now for the lyrics. I think it has 4 lines each verse, and it all rhymes with the same word. So for example, I hate when the rain falls down, leaves that are green turn to brown. I hate to be stuck in town, my face it just wears a frown. So basically when with the line I hate when the rain falls down, it's basically me saying that I hate when it's raining. And also when it's raining it's alright, and when it's cold it's alright, but if it's cold and raining, then that's freaking useless. Like, as in, it's really bad if it's cold and raining at the same time. So, and I also hate when it's raining if we're all attending college, which is why we can only see our streams in person for the moment. And, what else? That's one thing, I hate when the rain falls down. And then leaves that are green turn to brown, especially now that we're living in the autumn season at the moment. What is it? Oh yeah, it basically shows that now that the leaves are falling off the tree, I feel when they turn green in the springtime, they turn brown then in the autumn time. Heck, even Leaves That Are Green is a Simon and Garfunkel song and then Paul Simon does a version of that on his Paul Simon Songbook album, which actually was the demo version of that song before he did it with Simon and Garfunkel. And yeah, so I like that. Then I hate to be stuck in town basically means one time when I was coming home from college it was raining and I didn't want to be stuck in town for a while, especially when I was having some lunch in town. And then my face, it just wears a frown, I get a sad emotion on my face every time it's raining. Then my chorus is well, this evening of rain. Well, it's really a pain. Well, it's in my brain. This evening of rain, I wish it would go away. And not only just for the evening time, but also for just any time when it's raining. And with it's in my brain, I kind of sometimes picture the rain in my head, especially if I'm sleeping at night, because every time when you're sleeping at night, it can rain, and sometimes it can give you a sleepless night as well. And then it's really a pain. Basically, it's just a pain that it's raining, and then you're saying to yourself, "I wish it would go away." So that's what it is for that one. Next, I have the next verse is, sometimes the rain is uncertain. When it happens, I pull the curtain. which basically means that when I'm watching the weather forecasts, sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean it is going to rain. They just say that. That's what RTE always say, that when it's raining. But sometimes I think it turns false, that if the rain is uncertain. And then when it happens, I pull the curtain. Like I just want to keep a bit of privacy when it comes to the rain. Like just closing my curtain so that I don't see any raindrops falling, especially when my window is open to let some air in, to let some air into this house. Then the next line is, I'm going home without my burden, which is a line I took from Leonard Cohen's track Going Home on his 2012 album Old Ideas. And then I also have, initially I had a line called After Meeting a Friend Named Merlin, but that actually is a lie. I never actually met anybody called Merlin. And I found it a little bit embarrassing, so hopefully when I release it in the near future, it will be basically after feelings. It'll basically be, I'm going home without my burden after feeling so down and concerned. I think that's a perfect line for that song. Then as always, I have the chorus. And then the last verse is, always when I'm about to get soaked, I'll need to wear a cloak. Meaning that if it's raining heavy outside, I would have to, and if I'm wearing like a jacket that is and not an appropriate weather jacket, the water tends to go into my sleeves in the jacket, and then it kind of gets all wet then. And I often use a hairdryer to make sure it's nice and dry. And then I have, and it feels like I'm going to choke, especially if I smoke, which basically means that sometimes if it's raining outside heavily, and then by choking, sometimes it kind of will have the same effect of catching a cold when you're out in the rain, and then feeling sick for a while. I don't know why I have the line, especially if I smoke, but I just wanted to make it rhyme. So that's basically all the lyrics. I think it's a very well written song, but it's okay. Like, it's a good song of mine. I don't think it's one of the best I've performed. I know most of you would like it when I do release it, hopefully. Okay, so that's the lyrics. Now, how I got the riff for it. Again, this is following the same pattern of Bob Dylan's first album. So, In My Time of Dying, which was covered by Led Zeppelin on their 1975 album Physical Graffiti, which is considered as one of the greatest double albums of all time. And that just celebrated its 45-year anniversary this year. And even last night on Radio Nova, they played Led Zeppelin 2 as the classic album at midnight on Nova. So if you, BIM, your group, live in Dublin, Kildare, Meath or Wicklow, you'll be able to access the radio station. If not, you'll have to be in someone's house to have a listen to it. If you listen to the radio, of course. But I think it's just a suggestion that we all listen to the classic album at midnight, just so you guys can get exposed to all that amazing music. Okay, so I think on Dylan's version of In My Time of Dying, his is more. Let's see now. I'm going to see if it's the right one. Hold on. Let me just check. I think it's. One sec. I'm just. Okay, I have it now. His version is more. So basically, his is more like that, and then when he's more like the. No, sorry, that's the E minor. I think he's more. Well, in my time of dying. Sorry, it's a bit too high in my voice, but I think his is more. Well, in my time of dying. Whereas my intro is more like this. So I have that intro, and then I actually go straight on with. So when Dylan had his Well, in my time of dying, I'm more. Well, I hate when the rain pours down. Leaves that are green turn to brown. So I go to an A flat chord, where I think Dylan just stays on the F sharp minor chord. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong F minor chord. I think it's this one. So his was more like that, and yeah, I think that's good. And then in my one, I'm just more. Then I go back to the I hate to be stuck in town. My face it wears a frown. So I basically have a B flat major chord, and then I go there. Where I think in Dylan's one, it's more. His chorus is more. Well, 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 so I can die easy. Well, well, well. Well, 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 so I can die easy. Jesus gonna make up my dying bed. So his is more like that. Mine is more. Well, 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 this evening of rain. So I basically have that as the end of the chorus, and then I actually go straight back in with the. And then I go straight on to the second verse with the sometimes the rain is uncertain, when it happens I pull the curtain. Which I really do enjoy that. I think the music to it is good, but I just don't think the vibe to it is that good. But it is what it is. Like it's a fun song, Evening of Rain, but just for me not in the top 5. Might be in your top 5 when I do release it, but who knows. So yeah, that's what I have in terms of that, and it's just a fine song. Evening of Rain. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So let me see now. What else? Do I have any other suggestions on it? Oh yeah, I when I played the hold on, I'll just play the I hate to be stuck in town. My face it wears a frown. Then this bit here that goes could be something that could be used in Motown music, particularly like during Temptations, Marvin Gaye, and Diana Ross era, like particularly from them artists, with that little can only be a bit like then how sweet it is to be loved by you. Kind of has the How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You vibe by Marvin Gaye in that, from his 1965 album, same name. And then also, James Taylor has done a version of that on his 1975 album Gorilla, which just turned 45 this year. I mean, it's one of his best albums ever, I think. I mean, Mexico and Wondering, 2 other excellent songs in that record as well, which you guys should check out. And check out James Taylor's version of How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You, if you haven't heard it. So that's it. That's all I have to say about Evening of Rain, the song and its lyrics and its theme. So I hope you BIM U Group enjoyed it. Remember to keep staying safe, and I hope to see you guys again online next week, and of course in person. Thank you very much, and take care.